Can you tell me what Barack Obama did in regards to Hezbollah, which is a listed terrorist group, and how it was different than, let's say, a law enforcement oriented administration would have operated?
Sure. Yeah. So there was an operation that was run by the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Administration, called Operation Cassandra. And it was run out of a top secret facility in Chantilly, Virginia. And what Operation Cassandra was tasked with doing, it was the DEA working with the FBI, the CIA, alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and 30 transnational liaison partners, which is a fancy way of saying 30 other law enforcement and intelligence agencies around the world. They put together an ironclad criminal and intelligence case against Hezbollah that proved that not only was Hezbollah a geopolitical, theocratic, global terror organization, but was also every bit the cocaine, the drug, the cocaine, heroin, and weapons trafficking cartel that is the Cali cartel in Colombia or the Sinaloa or Zeta cartels down in Mexico. Hezbollah is a global crime syndicate. And when the DEA approached the Obama administration, first through the Department of Justice, where Eric Holder would have been the attorney general, then Loretta Lynch, and then it got up to the White House, roadblocks were thrown in the way. They weren't allowed to prosecute anybody. They weren't allowed to take anybody down, all to preserve Barack Obama's nuclear deal with Iran. So in other words, $1 billion global cocaine cartel that also dealt weapons, that dealt with a central figure. It's like a fiction novel, Ezra, a central figure called the Ghost, who was also known to traffic in chemical and biological weapons in Syria. All of these actors were allowed to exist, and about $1 billion was able to go back over to the Middle East by way of Venezuela and Africa to further Hezbollah's terror activity. And Hezbollah was operating openly with the complicity of the Iranian and Venezuelan governments out of Caracas, using Venezuela as a transshipment center to not only get drugs and weapons into the U.S., but possibly even terror actors. Most terrifyingly, we found out that an Iranian Quds force, which is the Iranian Special Forces, kind of like their Delta teams. It would be like our Delta teams and our CIA paramilitary people rolled into one. There were Quds Force cells operating in the U.S. that appear to have come in via this same network. The Obama administration turned a blind eye to all of it and blocked the DEA's efforts to stop it.
That's an excerpt from my daily TV show, The Ezra Levant Show. Normally it's behind a paywall, but I thought you'd like this video, so we put it on YouTube. If you want to subscribe to watch the daily show every day, including always 2 interviews a day, and I read my hate mail, just click on this screen and become a premium member.